I'm live. I'm gonna go outside, out there. You know what I should do? I'm gonna just stop walking around because I think it just keeps dropping in and out. So, man, it was good at the port, but now at the sea, it's not that good. All right, let me see if I can see the chats. Can you hear me? Let me see. All right, if you're watching, can you chat just to let me know? Can you hear me? I guess if you can't, you wouldn't even have known that I said if you could chat. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I know it's breaking up. Oh my goodness. I thought I'd have better internet, and I thought I would be able to do a pretty cool video and walk around. I'd be able to do a pretty cool video and walk around. I tried it earlier today, and I walked around, and we were at the port, and so the internet was a little bit better, I think. Port, and so the internet was a little bit better, I think. Heading back towards Galveston on the Adventure of the Sea, and I was going to do a tour and walk around and show you the ship, but as I was doing it, it's just breaking up and breaking up. So I figured I would just let's talk craps and cruising, okay? Craps and cruising. We'll just talk about that really quick. Whenever you are on a cruise, craps. Hi, Amber. I'm glad it's not breaking up that much. And why don't you try the super chat, Amber? See if that works. You just put in whatever you want to give me, and then it go. Just super chat anywhere between $2.99 and $5,000. Whatever you want to give me would be great. Well, so craps and cruising. All right, here we go. Craps and cruising. I'm cruising. I'm playing craps. This is what I wanted to say on the Royal Caribbean. When it comes to Royal Caribbean and the Crown and Anchor Society, there's two different programs. The Crown and Anchor Society, you get 1 point for every night that you cruise, and that's working up from ranks for loyalty, loyal to royal, they call it. Then when you play and you use your SeaPass card, which is your room key, whenever you play in the casino, they're going to ask you, if you go to a table, they're going to say, can I have your SeaPass card, which is your room key. What they're doing is they're logging you in to become what's called a member of the Club Royale membership. It's the Casino Royale, and it's Club Royale that you're joining. Then you earn points in the casino, and when you earn points, those points, you become part of the Club Royale. And from 1 point, you automatically start getting benefits all the way up until 2,499 points. You're what's called choice, and then you become prime when you get to 2,500 points. Now, I've been on, hey, what's up, Dennis? I've been on this cruise. We've had 3 sessions, and I actually got 2,000 points in 3 sessions. And I'm in the middle of a session now, which, like I said, it was breaking up, so I couldn't really. I'm just trying to find a signal where it's not breaking up. But so anyway, 2,500 points. So I'm 2,000. I have 2 more sessions to do. I'm in a session now. I have another session tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll get 2,500 points. When you do that, you become prime. You get to prime. Now, when you become prime, you automatically get an interior stateroom. It's an annual cruise offer that you get. When you're on a cruise, each night you're on a cruise, starting at 1,200 points, you actually start winning a free cruise. So being that I got 2,000 points, different levels, there's 1,200, there's 1,500, there's 2,000, then there's 3,000, okay? So at 2,000 points, which I got in 3 sessions, I have this long list of cruise dates to choose from. I win. It's an ocean view, and I think when I did the slot machine, I put $100 in, $5 in. It's 5. If it's 1 point for every $5, then $100 would normally. I went through and you kind of win, you lose, you win, you lose. And when I did a slot machine for $100, put a 100 machine, I literally got 33 points. So I don't know what the trick is with these slot machines, because people say you can get a lot of points faster and you can get a lot of points if you do the slot machines. Not me. I don't know what it is, but so it is playing in the casino. So 1 point for every $5 on slot machines. It's time at the table versus average bet, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. When you're at a table, no matter if it's roulette or craps or blackjack or three-card poker or whatever they have in there, it's time at the table. But I'll tell you about video poker and video blackjack on those machines. They don't have Keno. Somebody asked, do they have Keno on those machines? No, they don't have Keno, but you get to choose from a couple different games, and they're blackjacks, deuces wild, all that kind of stuff. It's $10 and you get 1 point. So $10 goes through that and you get 1 point. Now think about it, 1,200 points for a free cruise. That's a lot. So in one cruise, 1,200 points to get a free cruise. That's a lot of money to have to $5 for 1 point or $10 for 1 point. Now at the tables, this is what I found at the tables. It's time at the table versus average bet. And so I have a strategy that I use that actually, it's called Light in the Darkness. And so I put a lot of money on the table, but I'm not risking at all. I'm kind of doing a hedge bet, a hybrid bet, where I'm playing both sides pretty much. All that does is that allows me to maybe not win a lot of money, but have that much money on the table. Oh man, $100 out on the number and $100 like in play, not just on the number, but I need some hits. I need some hits to happen, and I make some money. And if I don't, if the 7 comes, I get my $100 back. If the number hits, then hopefully I hedge with the Light in the Darkness, playing the number, put some hits on the number so that I could break even. And so then you can have $200 out on the table. And even if you did $100 average bet, if you did it 50 and 50, and there's $100 on the table, I found that if you play for 1 hour, you get bet is how many points you get for that hour. So if I was able to do a $50 don't pass, $50 out on the line, and I have a $100 average bet, and I'm able to do that for 1 hour, that's 100 points in an hour. So in 5 hours or a 4-hour session, I can make 400 points. So 3 sessions, you can have 1,200 points. And so I think that's the key playing craps on a cruise. Like, I just don't get a lot of points at the table. And they don't get a lot of points at the table. And they say, oh man, craps is not a good place to get points at the table. Well, one thing that I found out is that if you do the average bet, because I mean, imagine putting $200 out with no hedging. It's just $200 out there. Can you really sustain that for 1 hour? I mean, is somebody going to really roll for 1 hour? And so that's why I found this system to be a lot better. Where, let's see, hey Brian, have you been playing Light in the Darkness? Yes, I have. And that's what I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about that because that's how you can have a lot of money on the table without risking it all and having a higher average bet. And so if you can have a higher average bet, then that is a good way to get a lot of points. So, and like I said, what I've figured is if you play for 1 hour, then when you get 1 hour playing, let me read this before it goes. Symphony credit. Oh man. Oh, I can see it. Okay. We got Prime last month. Whoa, last minute Prime. It ended in March, Dennis. And then transatlantic record-breaking cruise, huh? Slots and craps. Yeah, sometimes it takes a combination. One thing that I do with the slots is if I find that I have like maybe I'm very close to the next tier. Maybe I just need a couple hundred points, but I don't have a lot of time to get it, like a session. I'll just go over to a slot machine and just count the points there, just so I could get there, because you can get there a lot faster. However, it can cost you a lot more. And that's why I think the Light in the Darkness strategy at the craps table, really is one of the things that's I mean, I wouldn't normally play it unless I'm trying to play for comps. And some people say, don't play for comps. Don't play for comps. Let's see, if they don't give you credit for the don't or the pass line, doesn't the box man know you're not really betting that much? No, they don't give you credit for odds when you play odds. They give you credit for the pass line and the don't pass, even if you're on the table. They count all the money on the table, and even if they if they don't count the don't, and they count your place bets, but your don't is covering your place bets, they don't zero it out. I haven't experienced anybody zeroing it out, so that's why I find that it's a really good strategy. Because like I said, I normally wouldn't play it. I normally wouldn't play it because if I play it and they zero it out, I mean, that's just me just not really winning, not really losing. But even if it was, let me tell you, even if it was just there at the table, man, there is so much entertainment. You know, a lot of people say, I don't view it as gambling, I view it as entertainment. And I do. But man, there is so much entertainment at that table. Not only the camaraderie between people and when you're playing, but just, I mean, the things that you see. It is a great, very, very good show. Or you can go to the craps table and you can go to the show, or you can go to the craps table and watch the show that's there, because there's a show at the craps table as well, that's for sure. So, hey, what's up? So, yeah, yeah. Holy Roller. Holy Roller. Yeah, I roll on the craps table. Play craps on a cruise to win a free cruise. That's what it's all about. So I try to get free cruises. But I do a live. This is for everybody. I do a live every third Thursday of the month, and I just happen to be on the cruise, so I was trying to do it live, so I'm hoping the internet doesn't break out so much. So, it's HOLY and then ROLL with just an R, not an ER. So if you put the @ symbol, you'll see it there. Probably see my goatee and stuff. But I actually have a chip here I can give you. It's like a I have these that I give out, and it's like a little business card, and it has the QR code on the back, so you could just scan it. So hey, nice meeting you.
That's pretty unique.
Yeah.
Keep watching this channel, people.
Yeah, come on, man. See ya. Have a good one. Yeah. So the craps table is very entertaining, is what I'm trying to say. And so, man, the stories are amazing. So there's this guy, his name's, well, I won't tell you his name, but he was at the craps table. He was drinking a little bit last night. And if he watches this, you were fun, man. You were fun. But he got a little rowdy, and I was like, security! It was just very entertaining. I'll just say that right now. But man, it's one thing when people that have been sometimes you feel sorry for them because you don't know if they're betting, like if they're really betting like they would if they were sober. And he was just betting, and man, he was hitting these numbers like hard ways for like $25 each, and he was hit. I told the craps table during the session, like the people that are playing with me, they're like, I said, I have to go do a live, I'll be right back. But I told the team, I left my money there, and I told the crew, I was like, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And they said, how long? And I said, oh, maybe about 15, 20 minutes. And I said, I don't know, this is kind of crude, but I said, just pretend it's like I'm going to take a dump. I'm going to take a number 2. Because people have disappeared from the craps table for that long before. So maybe everybody thinks I'm just in the restroom right now after our Cozumel, Mexico trip. And day. But anyway, I told him I was going to go do a live, and I'll come right back. But anyway, yes, it's entertaining. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of nuances when it comes to the betting and making sure that you have your average bet. One thing that I always told them, and now the pit boss knows, but I'm like, hey, can you log my average bet, please? Can you log? And I would say, hey, what's my average bet? And they would say 300. I say, hey, what's my average bet? They say 200. And then I look down, and that's what I have on the table. But if I wasn't asking them over and over, they probably wouldn't know. And sometimes they come around every half hour, and they'll come around every half hour and then log your bets in. And so imagine if I'm betting like just, you know, $10 level, and I only have like $44 inside or something, and they come over and they're like, they log in $44, and then they walk away, and while they were walked away, I was pressing, and now I'm at 150 across, and they're just counting. They logged it in as $44, even though I have 150 across. So whenever you go up a level, whenever you're betting and you go up a level, you need to tell them, say, hey, could you log me? I went up a level. Can you log it in, please? What's the average bet now? You know, and you kind of feel weird about it because it's like they should be doing their job, and you're not saying they're not. But what you are saying is you're saying, hey, can it's kind of dark out there.
You taking a video?
Yeah, I'm on a YouTube Live.
Hey, look.
What's
Hey,
up?
it's my first cruise. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, come on.
What's your name, bro?
My name's Brian.
I apologize for getting your fucking up.
Oh yeah, no. I think YouTube will hopefully not hear it. Not hear. They have these strikes that they give you for cursing sometimes. But anyway, all right. If you're really hedging, how often? Oh wait, perhaps if you played your 110 inside at 110, how many points do you earn? It would be the 110 inside and 110 on the DP. That would be around a $200 average bet. And being that that's a $200 average bet, if you do that for 1 hour and they log it in, you'll probably get 200 points for that 1 hour. That's just what I've, so the other night I had $300 and I was just hedging. And it, you know, so I kind of was only risking a little bit at a time. And when I was risking only a little bit at a time, I got 500 points for that $300 that I played, and I played for about 5 hours. So it was a long session, but it was really fun and entertaining. So let's see, what's the other one? If you're really hedging, how often do you get away from that style and really risk it? You just have to have some grace and mercy because sometimes it's so slow. And so if you get a fast table, you might even rack up points more. So I say an hour at the table just on average, but if there's a faster table, because there's this little button that they count the rolls with, and a lot of times people say, what's that for? It's for the cameras. And it is for the cameras, but it's also so they can count the rolls. So if you get more rolls per hour, you'll make more points per hour. So when I say $25 average bet for 1 hour gets you 25 points, that's usually if the table's at the slow kind of speed of what it is for the cruise. They do the same thing on roulette. So I took $100 on roulette and I played for 1 hour, and it depends on how fast they roll because they count the rolls, how many spins I should say, for roulette. And I had $100 at roulette and I played for 1 hour and I got 100 points. So but that was just me by myself. If there was more people, I think I wouldn't have got that many points because they couldn't go that fast. Let me see. Have you played just by yourself? At the craps table, I have. I don't really like it because it's always nice to like let it pass, pass it around and let other people roll. And because of the entertainment and camaraderie, sometimes I'll play, but I'll actually slow the table down if I'm by myself. And I just talk to the team and then roll slower, and they're fine. You know, it's not like if you were in Vegas and they're like, "Come on, hurry up, stop talking." You know, like the dealers are really nice on a cruise. They're not. You don't get the rude dealers like in Vegas. So I think I'm gonna cut this short because I keep cutting in and out. Any other questions before I go? Any other thoughts? Any other? I wish I could show you around the ship. So I have a tour coming out in about a month or 3 weeks. A tour of this ship. Let's see. No kidding about drinking table was so lit. My don't bet became like, what is it? Was it a mascot? Should have heard the cheer. Oh yeah. So one thing that's funny about playing the don't pass is I let people know what I'm doing. It hit a 7, and I didn't think it hit the back wall, and I told the team, I'm like, hey, I don't think that hit the back wall. And they said, no. And I'm telling you, it didn't hit the back wall, and it was a 7. And I think that got a lot of people's respect because the dealers are like, okay, we believe you. And and I said, next time, I'll say it's a 7, but this time that wasn't a 7 and I'm on the don't. So I think that gained some respect from people because I try to tell people, hey, I don't want the bad number. I'm just hedging my bet, just so you know. And they're like, wait a minute, what are you doing? How are you doing it? And then they start doing it, and then more people are playing the don't. And so then some people, when they see us playing the don't, they're like, oh, forget this, and they just walk by, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. but there is no on an Oasis class ship, which is the bigger ships. There are 2 craps tables, but on the smaller ships, which is a majority of the ships on Royal Caribbean, there's only 1 craps table. So it's not like, I'm not gonna play with the don't, I'm gonna go play on another table. You can't really do that. And on a Oasis class, it's either smoking or non-smoking side. So sometimes people wanna go back and forth, but they don't wanna be on the smoking side, mainly because the table's cold or there's a lot of don't players, and they come over to the smoking side or the non-smoking side or whatever. But yeah, on most cruises, you don't have a choice because there's only 1. And I heard there's 1 ship in the whole fleet of Royal Caribbean, the Radiance of the Sea, does not have a craps table. So, oh my goodness, Radiance of the Sea with Royal Caribbean does not have a craps table. So if I go on that one, because my goal is to be on every Royal Caribbean ship, and if I go on that one, I think it's probably going to be a roulette. Playing roulette on a cruise to win a free cruise. Let me show you a roulette system or something. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope it was informational. Like I said, I wish it wasn't so choppy as far as the internet, because I would have loved to show you around the ship. Sorry I can't do that, but you can watch my, oh, that was me. Yeah, Dennis. Oh, man. I watched a video about the craps table, a tour that somebody did, and there was no craps table. And I called and said, are you guys putting it back? They're like, nope. I'm like, what? That was crazy. So let me see. Carnival, yeah. Some people say if I should go on other cruise lines, but my goal is to be on all of the Royal Caribbean ships before I jump ship, before I go to another one. And my loyalty with Royal Caribbean actually converts to celebrity. So I'm going to probably do celebrity next. And they have a different casino program, but they have they marry or they match their loyalty with the Crown and Anchor Society. So anyway, this has been about 26 minutes. Yeah, avoid the Radiance. No, I'll go the Radiance, and I'll do a roulette version of Radiance, because I just want to check it off my list. And every cruise that I'm on, I save a $5 chip, a $5 check. Because they have the name of the ship on it. So I will go on the Radiance just to get a $5 chip. Unless you have one, Dennis, you could send me one. That would be great. And then I'll skip the Radiance. All right. Well, hey, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. And hopefully we'll see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. I'll see you later. Bye.